Hello to all of you. Today in this video I'm going to discuss with you all regarding the issue that we were facing during the last few years regarding these elephants crashing trains. So recently, as we all know, we have gone through a severe accident regarding the Badiklo night mail train, and a few weeks ago we heard that in near Putlam to Aruvakkaru railway line also there was an accident, and again few months ago in October 2024 also there was an accident in the same particular line. So in that case during that period, October 2024, I did some research regarding this situation, so how to overcome this issue. So there I could find some nice researchers, especially this one. I did search detecting elephants. I did search with this topic, detecting elephants by IR images, so I could find this very nice research which was done by a few ILRs of our University of Mortuvar. They are from ENTC faculty. So this research Eli Mantra was a very comprehensive one. This is basically regarding a human elephant conflict solving related one, but again this is very similar to the case regarding the train crashes as well. So if anyone is interested, you can go through this one. I will attach this link in this description of this video. So in this research actually, to detect elephants they use the IR images of the elephants, so I will go through this one later. Plus they are considering the seismic based elephant detection, basically uh, the earth related sound that occurred by the walking of elephants. Basically this is a kind of a measurement that we measure earthquakes, right? So then again, they have considered the bee sound as well, because bees are there around elephants, especially related to their ears. So when it comes to our case regarding the elephant crashing trains, so the proposed solution that I have is, so assume, let's consider this one. Assume now, let's assume, it's it like this. So assume now here is a station, railway station A, right? And here we have railway station B, and in between these two stations the railway line runs through a elephant crossing area, right? So there, this area, we can assume that there can be elephant crossings, right? So the problems that we have here is, the very first thing is how to detect elephants. That's the very first thing that we have to address. We have to detect elephants. And if elephants are detected, that we have to transmit that message to the relevant locomotive drivers or the station masters, right? So these are the things that we have to do. So regarding detecting elephants, so I will come to this one later regarding the transmission messages, right? So regarding detecting elephants, when it comes to detecting elephants, as we all know, we face this problem mainly in the night time. So we have to go for IR cameras, right? So that whether it's a night time or daytime, we can easily capture the objects by using the IR signals, so that we can identify the object whether it has a elephant or not. So we have to use IR cameras for that, right? That's the option, but that's the best option we can go for. So where to place IR cameras? So that based on the environment and the type of the IR camera that we use based on their range. So anyway, we have to keep that close to the railway line. So assume this is the buffer zone, which is more dangerous, uh, more critical zone. Maybe the distance, maybe the buffer zone width maybe like half of kilometer, 500 meters or something like that for the both sides, right? So our IR camera should be able to capture the objects that exist in this region, in this critical region. So we can define this critical region based on the data that we have in the environment and the phenomena of the elephants. And the number of IR cameras that we have to place also depends on the range of IR camera. If it can detect up to this range, so again we have to keep another camera that can cover this range, right? So based on the range and based on the phenomena of the elephants and the buffer zone, we can decide how many cameras that we can place, right? So recently I saw a image, probably maybe in India, that they are using. So they are, according to the image that I have seen, the IR camera placed in a quite a in a higher place, so that a larger area it can capture, uh, right? So in according to that image I saw that they are placing the camera in a kind of a very kind of a higher place, right? So that again based on the environment and the phenomena, right? So in order to detect the elements through these IR cameras, we have to use a AI based mechanism. Basically, deep learning approaches are used these days for such type of such type of image classification related tasks. So we can have a labeled dataset of IR images of elephants, uh, that we can use the dataset that this research also has given to us. So there are many more datasets as well. I have gone through this one. So this is the label dataset that they have prepared, and there's another dataset that this research also referred, which is a dataset from another foreign research. So the approach is take a dataset of labeled dataset of IR images of elephants, and then basically fine tune a pre-trained image classification model, and then we can actually if any elephant detected through the camera, we can, by using that fine-tuned model, we can uh, distinguish whether it's an elephant or not. There are some more things that we have to consider when it comes to this one. So now assume the IR camera is placed like this. So uh, we have to decide where to do the computation of this detection of elements through this deep learning pre-trained model, right? So we have to do this classification part. So maybe the most appropriate method would be just transmit, or just what we call just stream the IR video, IR image that these cameras capture to a centralized uh, server. So in the centralized server, we can do the classification, detection of this element by using the fine-tuned model. So if the elephants, or if any elephants are detected, we can transmit the message to the relevant authorities, maybe to the locomotive drivers or to the nearest station masters. So this is the approach we can detect elephants. When it comes to transmitting the messages, probably we can use radio signals, or Bluetooth might not be working in such scenario, because we have to have a we have to transmit the message for a very long destination, so we have to go for another mechanism like radio signals or something like that. So with that, after detection of these elements, we can transmit the message. When it comes to transmitting the message and acting accordingly, we have to address several more challenges as well. Now assume in this situation of detecting elephants by this mechanism that I have explained earlier, assume in that moment of detecting the elephant, the train has not reached station A, right? Assume the train is going to this way and train has not yet reached A, station A. So it's here, assume the train is at here, right? Train 1, right? So when elephants are detected at some point, so we have to transmit that message. Maybe we are having communication points here and there, so when if it is detected from here, so we can transmit the message to the nearest one and then to the station, right? So in that case, since the train is there, before train reaching the station A, the station receives the message that receives the message that the elephants are there, right? So the station can inform the train, since in these roads the semaphore mechanism is there, they can inform the train drivers, locomotive drivers, so that they can act accordingly. But assume this situation, so if the moment of detecting the elephants through our system, assume the train is in this place, right? Train is in this place. So in that case, actually no point of uh, transmitting the message to station A, because the train has leave that one, right? So in that case, actually maybe at the points of detecting the IR images, or maybe if we are using separate uh, points to uh, transmit the messages, we have to have some warning signal as well to show that there is a bunch of elements in front, right? So we can warn the locomotive drivers, maybe using a light or any other mechanism. Electricity can be generated by using solar system or a wired power system as well, right? That's not a problem. And so that we can address that issue as well, so that the locomotive driver knows with the signal, he knows that there are elephants in front, so that he can act accordingly, right? So we have to think about those two approaches as well. And for transmitting the signals, actually if we are not willing to use the wireless communication, we can communicate via wired communication as well. We can establish a wired communication between these area, right? So that we can do the communication effectively. So that's the high level architecture, high level picture of this scenario. Anyway, by fine tuning a existing deep learning image classification model using these elephant related label dataset, IR label dataset, probably we would be able to detect elephant. But of course, after if we establish such uh, system, after establishing this system, of course we have to collect the data from this situation regularly for some time, and again we have to do some fine tuning as well to improve the accuracy of our model. So this is the solution that I suggest, and this is the solution that I have explained uh, in this post as well. So since the problems comes to a very very critical end, I thought to explain this in a video like this. So in the summary, our my proposed solution includes we have to detect elephants using IR cameras. So we have to use IR cameras for that. Then to identify whether the objects are elephants or not, we have to use a fine-tuned model uh, using labeled dataset of IR images of elephants, so that uh, we can identify elephants, right? So then what we need to do is transmit the message if elephants are detected. So that's by that we can inform the locomotive drivers accordingly uh, regarding the matter. So this is a very cost effective solution, because the uh, that comes with the solution is very less, and probably there are maybe issues that we will be facing, especially when it comes to placing the cameras. Maybe maybe the communicating, we have to store the we have to do the computation and how to transmit these messages precisely. So these are to be addressed. So this is the solution that I have explained in this post, and maybe in future uh, we will be able to develop a more precise solution to avoid this situation. You can go through this research. Actually, this is a very interesting one. The authors of this research are Nuan Sri Bandara, and there was two more participants for this research. So you can go through this one. I will attach this repository as well. If you are interested, you can go through this one as well. Please follow the guidelines mentioned in this readme and do the acknowledgement and references as well if you are using this. So that's the thing that I want to share with you. So this is my proposal regarding this elephant crashing trains issue that we are facing in Sri Lanka. Thank you.